one more set of fluids to change. We're just going to do the brakes now. That should be all the fluid on the bike changed. So we'll start with that out of there and give it a good old flush out. We've got the kit here ready to go, so we'll get in. We'll do the back one first and then we'll run the front one through, and then it'll be ready to ride. I'll put the original sump plate back on it. I'll need to get a heavy duty one before we go barreling around in the bush, but it should be good to ride once this is done. Put a tiny little bit of grease on those threads just because of the corrosive quality of brake fluid. Nip them down. So that's all the fluids done. Oil filter, radiator, empty flush refill, air cleaner, clean re-oil, and spark plugs. I think she's ready to roll. I do need to purchase some proper adventure bike riding gear. I don't want to be up banging around in the bush with a pair of old sneakers or little ankle boots on, so we'll get those purchased, and think I'm ready to test my skills on the gravel and on the tracks. So bear with me while I get them purchases made and we'll get some riding done. So another little job that I want to do. Previous owner lowered the bike, so I'm actually going to take the lowering bars out, which I'll just show you there, and put the original buggers in there. That'll be the next job, and that'll lift the rear. And then I've just noticed that the front forks are all the way up there, so I'm going to crack those off and push those down. That's going to give me another ½ an inch up in the air. So it's all about the length, folks. Don't believe a word they tell you. Anyway, let's get stuck into it. That one's loose. Shit. Much tighter. Alrighty. We will see if we can persuade them to head south, eh? I might have to put you up while I do this. I'm going to end up hitting something I'm not supposed to. Bear with me. I'll just nip these up and do the right thing, torque them down. Sorry about the hands. Beautiful. So that's the difference there. Taking that down to 5mm on both sides, all torqued up. So that's given us more length, more height for the big guy, more height, more clearance under the bike, which is, from my concerns, the biggest issue. Excellent. So I've got the new, or the original bars back on, and they're all torqued and tensioned up. I didn't record that. I needed some muscle to do that, and I couldn't get any, so I had to go and get Webby, and he come and help me. There it is. That's back to standard height now. Happy days. The last couple of jobs we've got to do is, after my whinging about the radiator, the ridiculous process you need to go through to get into your air cleaner box. I have decided to fit a pre-filter, which will go in through here. That gives me access to every ride from what I'm planning to be doing on this bike. We'll need to take this bit of gear off here, put the pre-filter on, which is here, thanks to the team up at House of Motorcycles. Organised me that part there, but the first thing I'm going to do with that is to open it up and check that it's been oiled. It says that it's been pre-oiled, but I'll check it, and then I'm going to show you how completely immature I am. So let's get in and get that unpacked. Okay, so this is this bad boy here. Let's get it opened up. So this is the pre-filter air filter. And it's been oiled, which is fantastic. So we pulled that cover piece out. You need to be mindful that you take the band off your battery. Makes your life a little bit easier. This piece here, that's where the pre-filter goes. So we managed to get him in there. Took a bit of a wrestle. You need to be really careful that you fit that rubber grommet round so that the air has to go through the filter, not just sucking air around the edge of that box. So that's all clamped in there tight. I'll put a little bit more oil on that, so you can see the discoloration on there. So I didn't want to be shy with that, and I'll throw that all back together. And there we go, the completed task. And you can see the pre-filter down through there, batteries nipped back up, this housing's all clipped down, housing there, so that's ready to put the seat back on, and that job is completed. The last job is to clean and re-lubricate the chain. I've checked the measurements within specs. I'll leave it where it is. I'm not playing with it just for the sake of playing. Sprockets all look okay for now. Let's get this cleaned up. There we go, looking a bit better. I'll give him a lube. Okay. So this is my lube of choice, the old chain wax. So I'll put that on and just leave it parked here. I'm not going anywhere. It says to leave it for 10 to 15 minutes before riding, but then it'll probably sit for a couple of hours. Okay, so that's all the work that needed to be done. I guess it's ready to ride. We've got the shakedown ride tomorrow. We're going to tackle one of Tassie's iconic gravel roads. I won't speak too soon just in case it doesn't happen. I still am waiting for some parts, but they're navigational aids and some lowered foot pegs just to make the ride a little bit more comfortable. It's not anything that I can't do the ride tomorrow, so she's good to go. We are ready to roll. I hope you've enjoyed that shakedown of the new bike to the stable. Yeah, and really looking forward to getting on and hooking up some gravel tracks and seeing what we can find. Thanks again for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.